Okay, I'm just going to jump right in and ask you a question. A personal one.
No, seriously. Think about it for a second. Are you real? Are you a human being listening to this right now?
And here's the kicker. How would you prove it? How would I know? For that matter, how does anyone you interact with online really know you're not just code? Look, this isn't just some late-night philosophical rabbit hole. It's about a feeling. You know the one I'm talking about, right? That weird, kind of unsettling vibe a lot of us get when we're scrolling these days.
I mean, you've definitely seen it. You're scrolling through the comments, and something's just not right. The replies are just a little bit off, like they don't quite connect. It's like you've walked into a party where nobody's actually home, and it's just bots talking to other bots. That feeling? That's our first clue. Something has gone very, very wrong.
And that's the thing. That gut feeling, it's not just you being paranoid. It is absolutely backed up by some pretty shocking data. It turns out we've crossed a line and entered a totally new phase of the internet.
So there's this big report that comes out, right? The Imperva Bad Bot Report. And it shows that something absolutely fundamental has just flipped. We've hit a tipping point that literally redefines what the internet even is anymore.
Okay, get ready for this. For the first time ever, humans are no longer the majority online. We are officially the minority. Just look at these numbers. Humans make up only 49% of all internet traffic. Meanwhile, malicious bad bots are a whopping 37%. And then you have the good bots adding another 14% on top of that.
Yeah, you do the math. That's 51%. 51. That is the tipping point. The majority of everything happening on the internet right now is not human, it's automated. Just let that sink in for a second.
And this is where we get to the core of the problem. It's like the entire internet has turned into what they call a Potemkin village. You know, it looks like a real bustling town from the outside, but it's all just fake storefronts. There's nothing behind them. It's all activity, all buzz, but no actual life. Just a machine built to rack up engagement numbers.
So what does a world like this actually look like? Well, it has some really, really weird symptoms. And one of the most obvious ones is all that bizarre, nonsensical stuff that's clogging up our feeds. And yep, it even has a name now.
They're calling it AI slop. And honestly, that's the perfect name for it. It's the junk food of the internet. It's cheap, it's everywhere, it's mass-produced, and it's designed for one thing and one thing only, to make you stop scrolling for half a second. Substance, quality, forget about it.
And if you want the poster child for AI slop, look no further than Shrimp Jesus. I'm not kidding. People were seeing these bizarre AI-generated pictures of Jesus made out of shrimp all over Facebook. And you might ask, why? Simple, to game the algorithm. You'd have thousands of bot accounts spamming amen in the comments, which would signal to the platform, hey, this is popular, and then it would get shown to even more real people. It's completely absurd.
But see, this isn't just random weirdness. It's a factory. It's an industrialized process. You have one AI figuring out what prompts will go viral, another AI mass-producing the content, then automated accounts distributing it everywhere, and finally, bot networks creating all that fake engagement to get the ball rolling. It's a flywheel designed for one purpose, to churn out nonsense.
Okay, but here's where it goes from just being weird to being genuinely terrifying. All of this AI slop, it doesn't just disappear. It becomes part of the internet's digital landfill. And then it gets scraped up and used as training data for the next generation of AI. So you've got this self-reinforcing cycle, algorithms training other algorithms on garbage content. It's literally an internet that's starting to eat itself, drowning out actual human creativity in the process.
So let's recap. We've got the weird feeling, we've got the hard data, and we've got these bizarre symptoms like Shrimp Jesus. When you put all those pieces together, you get a theory. One that started out as kind of a fringe idea, but is now looking disturbingly like an accurate diagnosis of our online world.
It's called the dead internet theory. And let's be super clear about what that means. It doesn't mean the servers are all shut down, no. It means the soul of the internet is gone, the human part. It's the idea that what we're in now is just an ecosystem dominated by bots and algorithms, where our authentic connections have been turned into just another thing to be monetized.
Think back, if you can, to the early internet. Remember finding a blog you loved? Or a super niche forum where you could talk to people who got it? It was all about organic discovery. Now, compare that to today. What do we have? An endless algorithmic feed that's force-feeding us AI-generated stuff designed to keep us hooked. The change is, well, it's night and day.
And maybe the creepiest part of the theory is this: the internet didn't crash. There was no big explosion. It was just quietly replaced. Like we all went to sleep one night, and when we woke up, a synthetic copy was sitting in its chair, looking just real enough that most of us didn't even notice.
So where does that leave us? The 49% of humans who are still here trying to navigate this new, synthetic world? Well, it's not just changing what we see online, it's actually changing us. You know, for a while, the big term was doom scrolling, right? That anxious, almost desperate search for news and information. But now there's a new term popping up, zombie scrolling, and it's totally different. It's not active or anxious, it's passive. It's that mindless, zoned-out state where you're just consuming content with no goal, no purpose. Your thumb is just moving out of pure habit. Does that sound familiar to anyone?
And it gets even deeper. There's this idea that we're getting trapped in a feedback loop. Think about it. AI models are trained on all of our past data. That includes all our old ideas, our biases, everything. The AI then creates new content based on that past and feeds it back to us. We end up in this weird echo chamber of our own history, where the internet just keeps reflecting our past selves at us, making it harder and harder for truly new, original human thought to cut through the noise.
Which brings us to the big question: what now? And the hard truth is, there's no easy answer. There's no quick fix. There's just this one final, really unsettling realization about what's happened to our digital world.
Because the death of the internet wasn't a technical failure. The servers and cables are fine. What died was the idea of the internet as a space built for and by people. A place where you could find genuine connection, raw creativity, real community. That internet might actually be extinct.
So I'm going to leave you with the one question that really matters now. In a world where most of the traffic isn't even human, where our feeds are just full of this synthetic AI slop, what are we supposed to do? If the internet we thought we knew is truly dead, where do we all go now?